Hi. I've been asked to bring this thing to order. So if we could begin, that would be great.
It is my honor to introduce Mr. Ray Suarez.
I've been asked by the organizers of this shindig to welcome you to the birthday party for John Dewey High School. And a lot of people have put a really breathtaking amount of work into getting you all here, collecting all your fees, working out a program, getting the school open, and on and on and on. Just the fact that you're all here and badged and paid and parked represents really a titanic effort. So when you run into them, thank those people. There is plenty of time scheduled into the day for you to do nothing but say hello to people. And there's also some serious business that we're going to try to take care of today. So as a representative of the class of 1974, welcome to this all-class reunion of this wonderful high school. Thanks, great to see you.
Greetings to our respected alumni and our honored guests. It's been my honor and with pride that I serve the Dewey community as principal for the past 9 years. Thanks, of course, to the Alumni Association for the tireless work and efforts that they put in for the reunion, the celebration. Thanks all of you who are attending the special event and to those who have walked these hallowed halls, and of course, especially to those who actually attended some classes. We at Dewey have a commitment to educating all students. When a student graduates from Dewey, they have truly earned a high school diploma. And we still offer a high level and a most comprehensive level of education. And we do not compromise, nor do we sell out integrity. I say never give up and never surrender. And by the way, I understand some of you may need to make up some credits, and there are some discs available in phys ed and in social studies. But only if we stand strong and collectively plow ahead will we be able to continue our mission and our journey and be able to take on the two-headed dragon that has gotten in our way. Let us not let them impede our momentum, nor to be short-sighted of our vision. Let them not discourage us from accomplishing our mission, the mission of providing the highest, most inspirational, and most creative level of education possible. I say again, never give up. This is your chance. Never give up and never surrender. Because we will be here 40 years from now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here, and considering that many of you were students 15 or 16 years old 40 years ago, I'm delighted to be anywhere. When Laura called and asked if I would be the keynote speaker, I was somewhat hesitant, but she reminded me that I do get many requests to speak. And I did say I did get many requests to speak, but I speak anyway. I'm glad to see that after 40 years, the idea and the spirit of Dewey is alive and well. It means that we did something right when we planned the school, but more than that, it meant that everybody who followed us did extremely well to reinforce whatever was planned at the beginning, so that all the credit for whatever Dewey has accomplished is the result of the efforts of the students, the staff, and the Dewey family that followed, and they are to be congratulated. 40 years is a long time. Now, a reunion is not the most serious time in the world, but I was given a serious task. I was asked to speak of the 5 most significant elements that went into the creation of John Dewey High School, because they said, I guess I'm the only one old enough with a memory of what happened then. And while my memory is still here, let me try to do it. Right now, it's no secret that people are disenchanted, largely, in many places with American education, both at the elementary level, the high school level, even the university level. At the high school level specifically, people talk about high dropout rates, poor grades, lack of discipline, unformed goals, and you know what? They were saying the same thing 40 years ago too. 40 years ago, well actually 45 years ago, the New York City superintendent, a fellow named Dr. Bernard Donovan, said, let's see if we can do something about it. There must be a better way or a different way to educate high school age youngsters. At that time, if you think we have troubles now with a war in Afghanistan and a war in Pakistan and the Gulf being polluted, there were troubles 45 years ago too. During the decade preceding the first class at John Dewey, we had a president assassinated, and a presidential aspirant assassinated, a beloved civil rights leader assassinated, 4 students at a Midwestern college killed during a demonstration, unrest in the streets, and riots in almost every major city in the United States but New York City. We were fortunate that we had some leadership that helped us escape that. But those were the times during which John Dewey was planned. They were not comfortable or easy times any more than times are easy or comfortable now. But I just give you that as background to see what came as a result. The superintendent asked a dozen high school principals in New York City to meet and try to formulate a pattern, a design that would eliminate most of what the problems were as they saw them in the high schools. He got a grant from the Hershey Foundation and sent these people away during the summer for 2 weeks, locked them up, and said as a result of those 2 weeks, I want a pattern. And the pattern that came out eventually became John Dewey High School. And what was that pattern? One, the principal said, there should be a way of every student going through his high school career at a pace that may or may not be the same as everybody else's. If we all learn at different rates and different ways, why do we lock everybody into a box and force them to do it at the same time? So they wanted something called individual progress, and in a sense, that was part of the design. Another part of the design was something called independent study. You know, sometimes we learn, not sometimes, all the time we learn outside of school as well as in school. The plan was to see if there are more opportunities that could be created in school in a different way to accomplish the same learning tasks that we tried to do in the previous way by locking everybody lockstep from grade to grade, class to class, subject to subject. And the idea then was independent study, that youngsters can learn on their own as well as in classrooms. And some curriculum was designed for that also. The third thing that they wanted to do in a major way was to make the school central. They wanted to make the school central to students' lives. They took what was a 6-hour day and recommended an 8-hour day.